The End Tournament Champion Trophy is going to be the hardest one to pop in the whole Cowabunga collection, but there are some things you can do to make it less stressful. When you get to the title screen, go into your options menu and change the difficulty to level 7. This will influence how hard your enemies are. Despite what other videos have said, and maybe this got changed in an update, I'm not sure, but I have tried multiple game level run-throughs on lower levels trying to pop this trophy, and the only one I can get it to pop on is level 7. You can try lower ones at first if you want to, but don't say I didn't warn you. Set the game timer to 30 seconds because if you have more health than your opponent before time runs out, then you win the round, and this is where the save and rewind feature can really be to your advantage. The turtle I had the easiest time learning as far as the ease of being able to perform his moves is Donatello, and no, I'm not saying that just because he's my favorite turtle. It's just a strange coincidence. These are his special moves. The bow thrust is the equivalent of a Chun-Li lightning kick or a E100 hand slap if you don't mind the Street Fighter comparison. I usually try to do it right after a throw, and I try to get across the screen quickly so I can really wail away at him at this, but try not to get too close because some enemies can throw you when you're doing this. The head spin attack is the equivalent of a Chun-Li whirlwind kick, and then finally the ground claw is his projectile which moves across the floor toward the opponent. Even if your opponent dodges any of these, they'll still get damage took away. And very easy to use and get comfortable with. Donatello's Fierce Punch is a great weapon to have against jumping in enemies. With some you have to step back a little bit before you do it because of the way they kick, but even if you mistime it like I did there, it'll hit you for a little health, but it takes a lot of his away. And as you can see, it covers a lot of ground, and if you get in close you can even get 2 hits with it, so it's pretty easy to help stun enemies. And as you can see, this is what I mostly used against him to whittle his health down, and then the timer ran out and I won the round. Another thing you can do is Donnie's crouching punch move. Just crouch and then make sure you're blocking, and then when an enemy jumps in, just hit your attack button. Sometimes they'll hit you, but you'll hit them for more damage. Now, be careful with some enemies because some enemies can jump behind you and grab and throw you. I know the Rat King can do that. And then there was one other character too. So for those characters, go all the way to the end of the screen like I am. And this is pretty much what I used to finish her off. Another thing you can do, and I wish I would have done this myself, before you go into the main game, click Enhancements, and then scroll down to Ultimate Attacks in Story Mode and turn that on. Those are their devastating attacks that can really turn the tide of the battle in your favor and possibly finish them off. Don't forget, Story Mode is the one you need to click on for this trophy to pop, but keep an eye on your green gauge. When it reaches full, you'll be able to unleash your ultimate attack. It does a lot of damage, but even if blocked, will still take a good bit of damage away, so keep this in mind for the harder bosses at the end of the game. Karai is not going to be easy because she is just as cheap with her special moves as I could possibly be, but just if you get in a lucky throw and a couple of hits right at the start of the battle, jump back, save your game. Save and rewind is your friend here, so don't be afraid to abuse it and just keep whittling her health down until you can finish her off. Another option is, if you think you'll outlast her with more health and the timer is about to expire, just stay on the defense. And that's all there is to it, and I will see you next time.